So next process is pipeline procurement. What is a pipeline procurement? Let's say whenever you require some material, let's say oil, gas, of any kind of material that is flowing from the from the suppliers area to our plant or to our premises. Let's take an example. Let's say you are using a water supply connection, or you are using, let's say, common water supply will not be common, let's say electricity, right? You are using a electricity connection. So who is the electricity provider? Let's say government or any private company is supplying the electricity. Now how they will be supplying to you? So you will be taking a connection from the electricity department, so they will be putting the electric wire till your house, right? So electric wire will be put till your house, it will be connected to your household connection. So it will be there for permanent. Okay, permanently it will be there. Whenever require, you can just use it. Okay, you can use your fan, you can use your light, you can just switch on and you can use your light directly. You are consuming the item, or directly you are consuming the whatever things like service or material or anything, you can say you are consuming it directly. Okay, directly you are consuming. So now how you are paying? You are not paying like, I have consumed today, I have consumed 4 units of electricity. I will not go and pay for 4 units. Tomorrow I will be consuming 3 units. I am not going to pay for 3 units. Let's say in 1 month, how many units have been consumed? As per that one, there will be a price for the government. So government has decided a price, like for, let's say, 50 unit, there will be a price, 100 unit, there will be a price, 200 unit, there will be a price. As per the decided price, so government will be sending you an invoice like you have consumed this much of quantity of this much of unit of electricity. Now you have to pay this much of amount against this consumption eh, quantity. Okay, right? Understood? Understood the process?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Okay, so similar process for, let's say, for the plants, there might be some gas connection should be needed. Let's say some plants will be using the oxygen gases, or let's say ammonia gases, or any kind of gases will be there. Okay, these will be required mostly for the steel plants or for any kind of chemical plants. This will be needed. And let's say they are also using the water supply connection. Let's say every plant will need some water connection. And let's say there will be electricity connection will be there. Let's say there will be um, some oil connection. Let's say they need some oils or any kind of um, uh, any kind of liquid materials are there, they will be needing. So these kind of materials, no one can go, they will not be stored in anywhere. Okay, they will not be stored in anywhere, it will be stored in the vendor's place, or it will be stored in the vendor's area. Okay, vendor or suppliers area it will be stored. So directly from there it will be flowing. Every time it will be flowing to your plant or to your manufacturing unit. So whenever you require, you just acquire the product, or you can use the product from that. Let's say there will be some valves will be there, or there will be, let's say, for the electricity there will be switches will be there. So directly you can switch it on and you can use it. So for the gas and oil or any kind of water kind of material, directly open your valves and use it. Okay, so how much consumption is there, as per that you have to pay it. So how the process will start? So there will be no purchase order. So now we are not giving any purchase order, or now we are not doing any purchase we are not doing any goods receipt or anything. So how the process will happen? So let's say first you identified a demand. Let's take an example, the same example we have taken for the household. So you have identified that you need electricity for your home. Okay, now you have to search. Let's say there are multiple, let's say there are multiple suppliers are there. Let's say Tata Power is supplying the power, let's say Reliance Power is supplying the power, let's say government is also supplying the power. Okay, just take an example. Let's say these people are providing you a power. Now you have identified which supplier you have to go for. which supplier you have to take the connection from. Okay, so just 1 second. So now once you have identified everything, now you will go for a info record. Okay, so what is a info record? So info record is basically, it is a document which will contain all the terms and condition from the supplier on the material. Let's say for the electricity, let's say Tata Power is saying they will provide you electricity at 2 rupees or at 3 rupees or at 5 rupees, on which time and how much time they will give. Let's say there will be some validity period or something like that, if anything would be there. Okay, so these kind of things will be maintained in the info record. Based on this info record price, you have to do the settlement, or you have to pay to the vendor. Like whatever things you have consumed, you have to pay as per the info record. So info record is basically a price and agreement details will be there in the info record. Okay, so gradually you will be knowing different things what is related to SAP, you will be knowing. So once we are going to the SAP, we will be looking into the each and every thing, each and every document topic, we will be going to understand those kind of things. Okay, so what is the first thing? First thing, there is a contract, or we can say it is a contract in a layman language or in a general language, but this will be the info record. Okay, as per SAP, this is the info record which will contain all the conditions, terms and condition, prices and everything will be there in the info record. Okay, so now there will be a supply from the vendor or supplier to your warehouses. Now whenever you require something, directly you will be doing the goods issue, right? Directly you will be doing the goods issue. Now for the manufacturing plant or for the businesses, there will be no invoices will be sent by the supplier to you. Okay, rather you will be sending the GI document. So whatever uh, quantity of goods you have issued from the supplier, you have to send a document like I have consumed this much of quantity. Okay, you have to send a let's say document like whatever goods issue for this month or 15 days period of time, whatever things have been maintained on the info record, like how much time is required for settlement and all. So you have to, so you have to inform the supplier or vendor like this much of quantity I have consumed on this one. So now after sending this one, you have to settle the liabilities. Like I have consumed 100 kg of or 100 units of electricity, and one unit is 5 rupees. So I have to give you 500 rupees for this month. Let's say there will be a settlement period will be there. Let's say 7 days or 15 days or any period of time will be there. Let's say you have sent it GI document on 1st of April, and by 7th of April you have to pay it or you have to settle the liabilities. Now once you have done the payment, you have to share the settlement document also. I have paid this much of amount on this date, so you have to share that document to the vendor also. So this is basically the process. So here there is no purchase order, no goods receipt, nothing will be there. So directly goods issue, settlement. Okay, understood?